Welcome and thank you for joining us as we count down to Long Course Weekend Wales. I'm Donna, and joining me in the studio are two brilliant guests. We have Matt Evans, founder of Long Course Weekend, Europe's biggest multi-sport festival. And Anna Wilby-Lopez, experienced athlete and coach who took part for the first time last year and returns in 2026. Welcome, both of you. How are you doing?
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, great to be here. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to this chat. Matt, let's start. Let's get into this. Long Course Weekend, it's an incredible event now, but take us back to the beginning. What inspired you to create this event in the first place?
Oh, wow. Well, long story, but very quickly. Me and Scotty went to school together, rugby school, front row forwards, did our own separate thing. We ended up sponsoring one of the events he had. And we sat down afterwards, normal thing, couple of beers. And we could do it a bit differently, but come more from a tourism angle than just an event angle. And then we looked at the events, what we wanted to put on. We were looking at doing a marathon. And then we just let's just dissect, try and have a swimming event, a cycling event and a running event that are completely separate, but over the 3 days. And then we'll allow people to do all three and they get a fourth medal. Taking some of the ceremonies we had as rugby boys back in the days as well, like the fourth medal ceremony. And it all sort of came together then. And year one, I think we had 13 long course athletes and 900 over the whole weekend. And now we capped at 1,000 long course athletes and we have 11,000 on that weekend. Franchise then went to Australia and New Zealand. We're now obviously we've been in Mallorca. We're in Belgium, which is huge. Only in year 5 now. I think they're at 10,000. And last week we were in Maastricht year 2 and they had 6,000 athletes. So yeah, it's hobby that got out of control. Hobby that got out of control.
Love that. And of course, shout out to your business partner, Scott.
Oh, Scotty, yeah, incredible. Yeah, all the operational side. So absolutely.
Amazing.
If it comes on a spreadsheet, he does it. If it's a PowerPoint, I do it.
What an incredible team you are. And this is really what sets Long Course Weekend apart from other events, isn't it? It's not just about the athlete experience, actually. It's bigger than that. It's about a sense of community.
Oh, community come first. Everywhere we go, everywhere we pitch, it's all about the communities, the buy-ins, and without the community, you can't do it. And what we want to deliver anyway, you can't do. And it's about the food, it's about the journey, the experience, and hence our World Championships. You know, we have 10 male, 10 female from each country coming to Wales as we host our version, which is called the Festival of Champions. But the top 3 qualify. The rest of the 7 are completely random times. So on that last day, we put the yellow flags up. Next person, lady finishes, cross the line, comes to the World Championships for free. Orange flags go up. They come for free. So so we've got, I think, 40 something odd World Championship slots and juniors all coming for free. And it's to celebrate not just long course and the athlete, but the town of Tenby and the county of Pembrokeshire and the country of Wales, as well as what they do over the 3 days.
That's absolutely amazing. And what have been some of the most inspiring athlete stories that you've heard? Because as we're hearing there, Long Course Weekend has really opened the doors to lots of people who want to maybe try a different sport that may have looked at a standard triathlon or other events that are similar, thinking, I'm not sure if I can take that on. But by you breaking it over 3 days, it's really opened the doors to lots of people, giving them an opportunity to try something new. So what have been some of those inspiring stories that people have gone on to do after Long Course Weekend?
Oh, look, everyone's got a story and everyone's got a journey, right? And I think one thing me and Scott have in common is that it's not about distance. It's not, I've done this, I've done that, aren't I incredible? For some people, the 5K is their marathon. The 10K is their, and we will treat everyone like that. That event, that day, that's their Everest. And that's what we celebrate. So they'll be raising money for charities. They'll be doing things. They lost somebody. They'll do something because they don't think they can. They're coming back from injuries and, we had one last weekend, hit and run, broken legs, 4 years, doing the first. It's great to see people coming back, and you celebrate everything. We will celebrate. I mean, we do celebrate everything. We start with a party and we move it backwards. But no, I think it's important to celebrate. Everyone has their own individual reason to be there on that start line. You can see it in their eyes on the start line every single time.
My goodness, I've been to Long Course Weekend in Belgium and I really felt that. And it's something so special and so unique. And I'm so looking forward to experiencing that in Wales this year as well. So what do you think is something that's new that's coming up in 2026 that people can look forward to? Lots of new stuff on
What's
the horizon?
new? Okay, the biggest things I think is, let's start them in order really. Expo. We've introduced the long course sofa this year. So we're talking about women in sport. We're talking about first timers. We've got nutrition chats, just more going on for the supporters and people while they're walking around the expo. Swim. we're introducing a bit of a little disruption in the swim market this year. Anyone that's doing the swim that doesn't make it round, obviously teaming up with your good self. I've got a big theory that a lot of people come down, they don't do enough open water swimming when they come to the sea. Is very different to a pool. And a lot of people we pull out isn't about ability. A lot of it's upstairs and working with that. So anyone that doesn't finish this year, we're going to give them a free slot the following year. Obviously, if they work with you as well, and they've got to work with you on a sort of 10, 12-week program. But yeah, just get them back and get them round. And that's a big thing for us, that we don't want to be pulling people out because of what's gone upstairs. We want to, our water safety needs to deal with the serious issues out there. I'm not saying it's not a serious issue, but we just want to sort of disrupt the market a little and just see how that gets people swimming more open water swimming. And then we've got a new bike course. We've gone back to open roads, 1 full lap this year. It's not a 2-lapper, so you can't pull out halfway through. Or if you do, you're 80 miles away from the finish line. But yeah, it just allows us to do, when we first started out and we bought, the Ironman racing as well, we were looking at a big pan, but we got 2 trunk roads, you can't get through them. But now in Narberth, they've done a lot of work, and it means we can pull people back out of Crummock and the Preseli. So it just means now that we can send people up to Newgale, across the Preselis, into some beautiful riding up there that we've never ever been able to do before. And look, our course, we started in 2010. We use the same course for Ironman Wales. People have been cycling this now for 15, 16 years. It's time for a bit of a change up. So, we're changing it up this year. So, new bike course. And then obviously on the ladies programme, got bullied many years ago by Natalie Lawrence. We had to do more, and we've done a lot more, and hopefully we're leading on that in the sport, and we're very passionate about it. We have our ladies panel. But one thing we really focused on this year was the ladies' clothing ranges. It's not just the ladies' version of a men's clothes. I've been studying different types of bras, different types of leggings, scrunchies, supportive. I'm your man now, if you come to 101 questions. I've got it all going down. So, so we've got a whole new ladies' range that was just in the ladies' range. They're not the same as the men's. Outfits, the whole shebang. So that comes into the shop this year as well for the ladies.
Sounds absolutely brilliant, Matt. And I've got another tough question here for you. Along the lines of inspiring people, you've met so many, I know. Your favourite part of the weekend? Can you pinpoint a favourite part?
Oh, I think swim start and the last one through. First and last moment, I think. It's always nice to get it underway. And then I think a lot of us just go into race mode, especially poor Sarah that goes into race control, into a big room in the fire station and doesn't come out of the room for 3 days, bless her. She sees none of it. She works on it all year, does most of the work, and doesn't see a lot of it, Sarah. So, when we see that last athlete coming down, then we get a chance to do that ceremony, and it's all gone well, then it's a chance to breathe out a little and celebrate with everyone.
That's so great. You really are a brilliant team, aren't you?
Oh, no, we're very lucky to have a good team. Yeah.
Absolutely great. Thanks, Matt. Love to bring Anna in here, actually. So, Anna, you took part in Long Course Weekend Wales for the first time last year. Mm-hmm. Tell us about your experience.
Well, it was, I've just said to Matt, absolutely fantastic. Done multi-sport for 10 years. And I remember years ago when I first started, someone saying, we should do this event in Wales. I was thinking, goodness, I'll never be able to do that. Since then, obviously, I've enjoyed a lot of endurance sport, Ironman. And then last year, Natalie Lawrence, my coach, 4 or 5 times champion.
4, I think she's won it. She's won it twice in Wales.
Yeah, phenomenal. She's like, come on, Anna, we've got to come and do it. So she got a few of us out there, which has grown this year. We've got 11 Team Nat athletes out there and a few other people local that we know come in. And the whole experience was just phenomenal. I really didn't know what to expect. My swimming's not great. The swim start, my sister and I just welled up, fireworks. And like Matt said, the family feel of the whole thing, and it doesn't matter. Everybody is celebrated as an individual athlete, and that to me was really special. Whether you were first or last over the finish line, you got your moment down that carpet, and I thought that was really, really special. And then the whole atmosphere, the environment, the after party, that's always fun.
Is it called a festival for a reason?
Absolutely. But yeah, you can see, and as an athlete, really appreciate the hard work that goes into it. Tenby is a beautiful place, and the Welsh are incredibly friendly and welcoming. So I met people out on the course that I'm still in touch with now. I hung off the back of them on the bike for the whole ride. I'm sure they were, look, if they're listening, which I hope they are, they were glad to see the back of me after, like, did you? But yeah, no, the whole event is just phenomenal.
That's absolutely.
Hence going back this year.
Oh, that's absolutely awesome. And you said there too, coming back to the feel that every athlete gets celebrated over that line, and their achievement is something really special. I do think that's so unique. And you said also, Matt, about the great offer to people that maybe don't get around the swim this year. You're saying the swim was something that you were feeling apprehensive about. How great that people can go into that feeling really supported, because often when an event doesn't go to plan, people are a little bit broken afterwards, aren't they? It's incredibly disappointing. So the fact that Long Course Weekend is stepping up to make sure that people are rebuilt, their confidence is rebuilt afterwards, I think that is just something that's so brilliant about this.
Yeah, I think people got to realise that in long distance racing, well, in any race, races never go to plan. Very few times when you race do you get plan A will ever go to plan A. You're in plan D, E, right. F very quickly sometimes. And that's the one thing long distance racing teaches you is that, yeah, it's like life. It doesn't go to plan A.
It's just like that.
So just relax. It's not going for plan A for anyone out there.
That's it. Just take what you can from the experience, and you're alongside other people that get it, that understand, are going to pick you back up, which is absolutely amazing.
And I think it's really important to talk to fellow athletes and the marshals as well, and just because you're never alone. So when you're in your own thoughts in your own head, especially within endurance, actually it's not just endurance, like you said, someone's 5K could be their marathon, you know. But talk to people, because I know it's difficult when you're actually swimming, but when you're on the bike, if you're having that moment where you think, oh, I can't do this, talk to your fellow rider, you know, go, how you feeling? They could be feeling the same, or they could be in a strong moment, so that brings you back up, and then you kind of yo-yo between you. So, you know, it's chatting as well. It's a like you said, it's a community. Everybody's out there to help each other, and I think that's what's so lovely about long course.
Yeah, everyone wants everyone to come home.
Do you know what I mean? You're all there to support each other.
Wow, absolutely amazing. So Anna, you did mention there that you're a coach with Nat Lawrence at NL Fitness.
Yes.
And how many athletes do you both have taking part at Long Course Weekend this year?
So we have, I think, 11 or 12 of us all together. One of my athletes, I've been coaching since January, so one of my athletes is coming along. And then Nat's got the rest of the athletes. I mean, I say coached athletes. So it's going to be, and I think of quite a few of us are staying in the same house. So, and I don't know if they know what I'm like after I go quiet. I'm all chatty now, but I'll be like, after the bike, I just sit, relax, chill, ready for that run, which is phenomenal, by the way. Don't be worried about the run, because I was most worried about the run.
We've got lots of great questions coming up, actually, from athletes that talked about the run, which is great. So, Anna, any tips then for first-timers this year, based on your own experience from last year, but also getting your athletes ready for 2026?
Just no pressure. Take the pressure off. It's an endurance event, but however, you can do whatever distance you like. There's so many distances for everybody, and enjoy it, make friends, chat, you know, come and see you. There's the expo's amazing, you know, there's lots, just chat and just be happy and enjoy every second, because ultimately we're in it to have fun, and it's our hobby, isn't it? And, you know, we're there just to enjoy it, and I think it's a privilege to be able to do this. So yeah,
love that, Anna. Thank you, Matt. Anything you want to add to that? Any tips for first timers?
No, I think it's spot on. I think taking your time is the right thing, and pick your moments. I mean, especially for the swim, you don't have to go up the front. Come to the back. Your time starts when you cross the mat. So just take the hassle out of it. I think you should hit everything on the head. Really chat to people, talk to people. The expo, there's more advice in that expo. It's huge. It's the biggest expo in the country. You've got all the nutrition guys. There's people there that's done it before. There's a lot of long course athletes coming back that have done it year after year after year that will talk you through how to pace it, how to thing it. And just relax, and there's not a lot more to be said, really. You've nailed it.
Yeah.
That sounds absolutely great. I think that's a brilliant segue. Thank you both, into our questions. Should we get stuck in? So I thought we'd start with the swim taking place on the Friday evening. The first question here. I'm a little bit nervous about the swim. I hear it's challenging. Any advice?
You or me?
You go. You've done. Yeah, I've only seen it once, and I was very lucky because it was quite calm.
Probably 3 or 4 things I'd say. One is the get in and warm up beforehand. use the warm-up when you go in, because we make everyone acclimatise in all our races. So you're allowed to go in the water. When you're in that water, use that moment to look at the first buoy and pick a moment on that cliff behind. We try and line them up on key points, because sometimes the buoys are 3 metres high, but when you're in the splash, you can't see them. So there is a cliff behind, so you pick it off a marker. We'll announce it on the day, but it's usually the second point in off Monkston Point. But literally, as you're sitting there on that buoy, just line it up. So you just know where your first buoy is. Second one really for me is if you're a bit nervous, just get to the back. Let everyone go. It doesn't really matter. Your times, it's an hour from when the last person goes in the water. So you're on the mat, so you got your times. Then first buoy, there is a current to the first buoy, so don't look at your Garmin and panic if you're not getting there on time, because once you're on the first buoy, the current will take you. The long leg, it's with you. It's with you, so you'll literally race through the second leg. So yeah, just take your time on that first buoy. It's going to take longer than you think. And then lastly, when you're coming in, there's a gap, and I'll announce it on the day, but literally as you look up in the buildings, you've got the rooftop and there's a gap. Well, that's where you swim to. Look up, you'll see the gap, and you'll just come in, and you'll come literally in on the finish line. Whether you're doing 1 lap or 2 laps, you go again, and 1 lap you just come down the finish line. And they're really the main pointers on the day. Give yourself the space, use the warm-up to pick your first buoy. It just settles you down, rather than I'm lost. You're not lost in the first line. When you turn, unless you're leading, it's pretty easy. But again, don't follow. I remember years ago I did Norseman and I was in the lead pack, and then I was like, wait, I'm in the lead pack. So I sight every 10. I thought I sight every 20, just being clever. And then I looked up and they'd gone the other way, and I was like,
oh no,
damn it, they've gone. So don't follow people and think they go in the right way. You're on your own for direction.
Goodness, for open water swimming, you're so right. Sighting is everything,
It's everything.
isn't it? And
Swim in a straight line. It's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. So keep your sighting regular. Make sure you're on track. Leads nicely actually into another question here. You mentioned about the start. It said, is it a mass start? And what is the best way to hit my rhythm when I'm swimming with so many people? I know you want to jump on this one.
It's not a mass start, is it? I can't remember.
We are mass start. We're mass start.
Yes, but we run in.
You run in, you run in.
I can't remember,
Again,
sorry.
if you're elite, you're going to go up the front, so you're going to get it quite quickly. If not, let them go. And realistically, if you want to go in the bunch, in the mix, which I love to do, you're not going to get a rhythm early on.
No,
and that's the fact.
Yeah.
So don't expect to get a rhythm early on, because you're going to be bam, 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 till you find that gap. It'll come quite quickly. It always does. But don't expect to get a rhythm straight away if you're in the middle.
Yeah, I agree actually. And then, I mean, I'm never right at the front of the pack, but for me, just generally doing any event, it's just taking deep breaths, calming yourself, because the water is obviously cold, you're in open water, it can be choppy. Deep breaths, and just a big thing that I've learnt from yourself, Donna, with Strive, is talk to yourself. Your brain is going to be madness because you're just starting your big weekend. Talk to yourself, keep yourself calm. Just have those, visualise yourself in a swimming pool, just get yourself into that rhythm. And again, enjoy it. You're outside in the beautiful Tenby, like beautiful, beautiful place.
And that is it as well. You've got, for the first timers, you're in salty water. You've got neoprene on. And I'm not saying this, we have got one of the best, if not the best, water safety team out there. We're using the same team for every single event we do. And they've done it for years with us. They've grown with us. And if you're a bit, grab hold of one of the boys, I'll grab hold of the board, have a chat with them. You won't get disqualified. Yeah. Hang on, have a bit of a rest and crack on to the next boy. And you can work your way around, plot your way around. So
break it down.
Absolutely break it down. You're not going to get disqualified for holding on to a water safety guy. They're out there on their own. They're quite happy to have a chat, to be honest.
It's a bit lonely out there.
They've been out there for 2 hours.
If only I'd known that.
Exactly. Have a bit of a chin whack. You've paid for this, enjoy it. Do you know what I mean?
That's right, exactly that. So true.
Yeah.
Give a little back to the people on the
exactly.
the paddleboards and in the support crew. Love that so much. Brilliant advice. Now onto the bike on the Saturday. What is the most technical part of the course, and any tips to tackle it?
Oh, it's a new course. It is a technical course. It's very technical, and it's technical. I mean, the old course, realistically, you went out, you got a beautiful freshwater west, and then realistically, you were in hedges most of the way back, and part until you got back to Saundersfoot. Now, it's a bit technical as you go over the Cleddau Bridge and you've got this beautiful estuary. Then you drop down to Milford and you head out towards Newgale. So yeah, you've got some incredible rides, but I would say do not burn your candles early doors in this one. The last 30 is where a lot of the climbing is. So you really want to save it for the back end. It's you come through some great riding, but a lot of the technical climbs are towards the back end. So just keep a bit in, and you've got a lot of time. There are feed stations. They're great feed stations. They load you up. Use them, and it's a sportive. We're back to a sportive, so technically it's not a race on that day. For a lot of people, they've got 10 hours or whatever on the cutoff. So if they go off early, so I would literally, just that's the only piece of advice I'd give right now is it's the back 30. It's where it's at, where it's all happening.
There's lots of nods from Anna there. I think that feeling of having to save some in the engine.
Yeah, well, obviously I did last year's course, which was lovely, and I'd prepared for myself for it to be a really tough bike. Feed stations, stop at the feed stations. That's what you've paid your money for as well. They are the best feed stations, and I think you'd feel really cheated if you didn't stop and grab a bit of pizza on the way round.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Sausage and chips.
Yeah, honestly.
This is a different level. I love the sound of this feed station. Absolutely brilliant. What happens if I get a puncture that I can't fix myself out on the ride?
Good question.
Okay, so you should be able to fix your punctures, but we do have a team that parade the course and we'll go around the course. But if you do get a puncture, you just got to give it time because we don't know how many you got out there. If you've got 2 or 3 out there, remember it's one loop now. It used to be 2 smaller loops. So the Team F go 50 miles to get you. So they will be working in grids. They will be working in zones. But yeah, we do have a team out there that will come and help. But just have to be patient if you can't do it yourself.
Absolutely great. Thank you so much. And the last one here, this is the longest ride I've ever completed. How do I get myself mentally ready? Good tip already about saving something for the end. Anything else, Anna? Anything?
I love the way they structured that sentence. I've completed. They've already completed it in their head. I love that. That's confidence for you. Yeah.
Fantastic. There you go. What a great spot. There you go. There's that positive psychology already.
No,
so
exactly.
In their head, they've already completed it, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think?
Longest ride you've ever come. Make sure your bike's in good nick. Get it serviced before you go. A lot of people, you wouldn't believe what they turn up with.
No.
On the day. There's no way the bikes are making 100 yards sometimes, let alone no brakes, no things, no
that
whatever.
Sounds like me.
And just make sure you've got 2 bottles on the start as well. Just make sure your feed's there on the start. You fed well things and you're ready to go. Again, I said lots of feed stations. You don't need more than 2. But yeah, two bottles and ready to go. And map it. Know the course. Have a look online. There's a GPX file. Download the files. Look at the rides, and I think you touched on it earlier. Break it down into segments.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
True.
Everyone does it differently. From when I used to run London Marathon, he broke it down to 6. Ironman racing, I used to have a suite every 10 miles, and I just had like 10 suites, and then yours coming home. And but everyone works different games out in your head. But there's certain spots. Don't ride it as one ride. Ride it as 5, 6 different rides.
That's absolutely.
And I think you touched on it before again. I think just don't be afraid to talk to people. It's a sportive.
Yeah, that's what's so great.
Yeah, be in the moment.
Jump on a group, jump on a thing, talk to people.
Yeah.
That's what you're around.
That's right, absolutely. And it's amazing what extra energy that gives you. And you get that extra...
Struggle on a hill, jump on a wheel. Yeah, pull yourself up.
Yeah, absolutely true. That's so brilliant. Let's move on to the run then, shall we? On the Sunday, how to bounce back from hitting a wall now that I have tired legs on day 3.
I think it's... sorry, Matt, did you want to...
No, you go first. That's what I'm thinking. It's my thinking face.
This was probably my concern, having done a full distance off the back of each other rather than every day. Sorry, and I was really concerned how my legs would feel. And believe it or not, they felt. I mean, everyone's different, but I felt incredibly strong on run day. We'd got back. We had a really good feast that evening. We rested, we stretched. I put my blow-up legs on and didn't move. Went to bed early. And what's really good is you get a little bit of a lay-in. Is that still the same on the Sunday? So the marathon doesn't start off too early, and the other runs. And again, I know we keep saying it. You're not going out to run a marathon. Break it down. So I run on probably 3.5 miles, 3 to 4 miles in my head. Have a treat, have a gel, chat to someone. But yeah, just make sure when you get in from your ride, you look after yourself. You need fuel, water, you know, and you'll be ready. And you'll get on that start line on the Sunday and you're nearly done. You've just got a marathon. You've broken the back of it.
Fantastic, absolutely brilliant. I think it comes back to what you're both saying before too, like you say, breaking it down and also visualising it. Like take your mind there now, look at the course, visualise where you might be starting to feel a little bit like, oh, I'm not sure if I can do this or if I can keep this pace up, whether you're doing the 5K or you're doing the marathon, but visualise those moments, the moments where you might be a little bit tested. And you said earlier, Anna, you get a lot from almost talking to yourself and being really intentional about how you're chatting to yourself in those moments. You've got to really be encouraging yourself too, haven't you?
Definitely.
As well as getting that encouragement from everybody else.
And obviously the marathon the run is really, I mean, I can't fluff it up, it's hilly. It's a hilly run, but it's not a crime to walk up the hills either. No. So every up, you've got to remember you've got a really good down. So when you're going up, take some fuel on. And the community that come out on that run, you had, you know, old people out with water there for you. It's talk to them, and it's a fantastic, beautiful run. So don't be scared of the hills. It is lovely.
I think that's often the thing, isn't it? Training for an event like this is often the loneliest part. But when you actually get to the event itself, like you said, you really feel like you're a part of something, and that gets you around.
Yeah, and you've got to remember that if you're doing a 5K or a 10K and whatever your journey is, you've got to train for it. You know, if you're turning up that marathon, you haven't trained for a marathon. It's a very long day, right? So you have trained for it, but like you said, at the expo, you've got the massage teams, you've got the leg compression guys there. Book yourself in now because it can only help you on that day. But yeah, we are a 10 o'clock start, so we've got plenty of time in the morning to get ready and get going. And after a couple of miles, your legs just come back and you're ready. You shake out the bike course, and then and to be fair, like you said, there's a climb at about a mile. Up onto the top, onto the ridgeway there. And then the first half of the marathon, it's pretty flat.
Yeah, it is,
and you drop down to the half, and then when you turn at the half, then again, it's the second half, it gets a bit lumpy. A bit lumpy. Yeah. In Welsh, a bit lumpy.
Yeah, I like that.
And you're working your way home. But you're on your way home then, and you meet up with the half marathon athletes, and then you come across the 10K start, so you've got the 10K athletes. So the further you go, the busier it gets. So the more you're deeper into the hurt locker, the more people around you supporting you. And if you're doing the full long course, you've got the gold number on. Everyone knows you've got the gold number on. You've swam long, you've ridden 112 miles, and you're on the way home from a marathon, and you're going to hit that ceremony. And they just are inspired by you, and they just want to know your story. So you're quite special on that last day.
Yeah, it's great.
That sounds incredible. One other question I've thought of is, where is the best place for spectators to stand, would you say, particularly on the run?
On the run, start is always quite impressive, and then we work quite closely with Transport for Wales, the train company. So they've added on extra trains this year as well on the Sunday to get our supporters out to the half, and I think that's always a great spot to get to because the road's closed as well. And the traffic's moving where the roads aren't closed. I think sometimes going out, you can get yourself into a bit of a pickle, especially if you don't know where you're going. So yeah, use the public transport. Go to the half, watch it from there. Get on the train, get back, and then watch them come down the finish line, and or in that Tenby sort of region when they come back in, because the towns do their bit anyway. And they come out, and there's so many there along the towns. They really don't need it. So I think get there, get to the half, and then get back on the train.
Sounds absolutely great. I think we've got time for just one more question that I want to put to you both, actually. I'm going to start with you, Anna. If there's one thing that all participants can take away from this year's Long Course Weekend Wales, what would you want it to be?
Good memories, happy times. Yeah, happy times. And self-belief. You can do it.
Love that. Love that, Anna. Matt, yourself?
Oh, what would it... For me... It would be that it was a family race. I've got 4 kids, and I've raced 86 marathons, 18. I've done Grand Canyons. I've done amazing stuff. I've been privileged to do that. But both me and Scotty say the same thing. With the 4 kids in the back of the car, if they're in the back of the car going, "Dad, Dad, Dad, can we come back again next year?" The race director and that event's done their job. Because I'm easy, right? All you got to do is give me a bit of fire at the start, a nice shiny medal, a t-shirt, and a lovely cup, and I'm in my element. But if my wife's had a great time, my kids have had a great time, I'm on the mic, and I always say this: I've got the athletes for couple of minutes at the start, probably 60 seconds on that red carpet, and I can make them feel good. But I've got their families for 6 hours, and if I can't do a job on 6 hours, and I've only got the athletes for that long, then I've got a problem. And the whole team works to that ethic, that it's not just about these guys. It's about everyone that's watching, everything. So we do a lot around that as well. So yeah, for me, is that everyone has a good time. It's not just the athletes that are coming down. It's the families, the grandparents, the kids, whatever, that they've all had an absolute blast in Pembrokeshire and Tenby, wherever they've been.
I love that.
Yeah, because we're only a slice of the cake. You know, when we're at the event, when you look at our experiences, when we talk about it everywhere we go, the event's this big. Where they eat, where they go, what they do, what they experience, the activity. And that's what we do as much as we can to make sure that the right people go to the right places and they have an absolute, because you know the real people that are sacrificed is probably the family. You know, and that's, you know, a big thing. We understand that if mum's training for a marathon or a long distance or whatever, or dad or whoever it may be, you know, your kids are small. You're not spending time with them. You have to, there's an element of selfishness you have to have, whatever distance. You know, you have to do that. So on event day, that has to be celebrated, and that's why we have the Run with the Loved One channels. We make medals for the kids as well, so if they come down with mum, dad, they have their own medals. Not saying that we actually design our own medals for the kids that come down the red carpet. So yeah, we do what we can. But for me, if it was taken away, it was a family affair.
I love that so much. So it's celebrating not just the athlete, but their family and their support network.
It's the journey, because the kids are the next generation. Mum and dad are the inspiration.
And I think you've actually nailed that, because that was actually, that was one thing I really noticed last year. It is a big family event. It is,
That's really
phenomenal.
special. So life-changing for everybody.
Yeah.
Which is
Gives me goosebumps.
pretty damn awesome. Yeah, pretty damn awesome. Listen, thank you both so much. So when people see you both at Long Course Weekend, come up and give you a high five.
Come and say hi, absolutely.
Come and say hi.
And any questions, fire them. You know, because you may not have questions you want to put online. You just want to go, fire them on the day. Absolutely. We're all there to get everyone home.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you both so much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So there you go, everybody. We hope that's got you feeling fired up. Look forward to seeing you at Long Course Weekend. The countdown is on.